Hello, my friends. Yes, it is me in the flesh. Miss Katie, I'm right here to visit with y'all today. I have not made a fresh and new video for you since the spring. So many of you have been so kind to wonder where I am and what have I been up to. And I've even been in jail, so to speak. So I'm going to tell you everything that's been going on. This is going to be a chat and visit video, and I actually have some coffee in here with my little cover that Aunt Linda gave me, Granny, that we call her. I am going to update you on everything that's been going on, tell you where I've been and where I'm going, because I'm not sure about the fate of my YouTube channel, but I want to chat and talk to y'all because I miss you so much. So stay tuned. Drinking my pumpkin spice coffee, but here's the thing, I drink pumpkin spice coffee every morning of the year because, as we know, there's no pumpkin related to the pumpkin spice. It's just the spice, and those particular spices are so good for you. The clove and the nutmeg and the allspice and the cinnamon, they're so healthy for you. And I got this mug at Goodwill. I love it. Well, thanks so much to all of you who have wondered where I am and what have I been doing. If you follow me on Instagram, and if you don't, that is absolutely fine. Some of you may not be Instagram people. I'm not a Facebook person, or a Twitter person or whatever. And I have a MeWe account. I'm not even a MeWe person. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, that's fine. But the folks who do will know a good bit of what's been going on. But if you don't want to listen to anything else I chat about today, if you just want to know that you can just subscribe, and it's free, to my email list, my Sunday night email list, then you really don't miss anything at all. And it's free. And you can just skim it and see, what do I want to read, and then read what you want to read, or what have you. So you can just subscribe to that, and every Sunday night, Lord willing, I send out an email, and I'm trying to do a lot of helpful theme-centered information. Last month was September was about food preservation. This month is centered around meals and meal planning. And next month will be a different topic, and so forth. So if you would like to just, see everything that's going on in one place to make sure you don't miss anything with Heritage Ways, then the email is the way to go. And I also have an events list that you can sign up for, which is separate from the general Sunday night email list. I tell you what, this year has been such a year of growth. Now, if you've been with me for a long time, thank you so much for sticking with me and just being part of this community. I love y'all so much. I really do. And if you've met me in person, I think that you are convinced of that, because I do love and appreciate y'all. If you are new here, and we do have several, lots of new subscribers, so I want to thank you and welcome you. Heritage Ways YouTube just hit 16,000 subscribers, and I'm so thankful, because as I've said with each new milestone, I remember back 4,000 and 5,000, that blew my mind that many folks would want to tune in to hear what I have to say about my homekeeping knowledge. I turned 56 years old this year, and I really started, I think around 5 years old is what I remember, really starting to help Mama in the kitchen, on that stool and so forth. And when I was about 9 years old, I started cooking the meals for our whole family that summer. I think I was turning 10 that summer. And I have a funny story to share about why I had my dad gave me an ultimatum about helping. And it's because I was not a garden girl, and I was still not a garden lover. I was more of an in-home lover, and I especially was just scared of the snakes that would hide under those zucchini plants in Tennessee. And my daddy said, well, you're going to have to help somehow. And I said, well, I'll, help in the kitchen. And I did. I helped with the canning and the freezing, mostly freezing the food and everything with once it got in the house. And I started cooking the meals for the family that summer. And I've just been cooking ever since. And I remember also collecting recipes, and I still have recipes that have the date on them, 1977. So I was 9 to 10 years old that year. And that I collected from the country ladies where I grew up in the country church and down in the country. So I have all those recipes and those memories. So that's how long I've been cooking. And I just have always loved everything homekeeping. So if you are new here, that's a teeny bit about me. And I just love sharing about homemaking and home cooking and everything. Homemaking, homekeeping, home cooking. As I said, this summer has been crazy busy for me. So I want to give you just a little quick kind of an update of what's been going on, where I've been, and then where I see myself going physically, literally, as well as Heritage Ways YouTube and other aspects of Heritage Ways, because there is a lot happening behind the scenes, and I want to give you a little glimpse of that in this video. Well, in June, I was very busy working with Lehman's, the folks at Lehman's. So I'm so very thankful for those opportunities. Not just through Lehman's, but other opportunities. So I've taught classes at Lehman's this summer, this summer. And I've worked with National Ladies Homestead Gathering, taught classes with them, for them. Worked with the Superb the Food Independence Summit in Walnut Creek, Ohio, and that's put on by Superb Industries, the canning lids and Berlin seeds. So I was able to teach classes there. And throughout all this summer, I knew I'd be busy, and that's why I did the summer reruns, because I wanted to bring y'all some content that you might not have seen before, because it was a little bit older, and I kind of repurposed it and shortened it for you. Not repurposed, but shortened it for you. And I put those out for you to have those ideas and tips and recipes while I was out teaching the classes. So June was crazy busy, and I'm so thankful. I mean, I did all kinds of things. I did some videos for Lehman's you're going to see on their, or you can find on their website and their YouTube channel. I wrote blogs for Lehman's, and it was in June when I first got the opportunity to speak or to do a cooking demo at the Tuscarawas Valley Farmers Market in Dover, Ohio. And from there, I loved it so much, and the folks that attended, the patrons there, they seemed to love my being there, they said. And so I had the opportunity to do that throughout July, August, and September. And I absolutely love that. So if any of my Tuscarawas family out there, my friends are watching, y'all know how much fun we had. I mean, we laughed. They got to know me. I got to know them. The same folks, pretty much the same folks, returned every time. Some newbies came. But we had so much fun. So I'm so thankful for that opportunity as well. And as you can imagine, that was a lot of planning. And because I like to have visuals when I'm cooking or doing cooking demos, obviously, but when I'm teaching, and I like to have handout sheets. So I try to do as much of that as I can. And next year, I'm already working on like some signs, some signage, and that kind of thing for my classes. So that filled my summer as well. And then in August, I had the aprons in August, and that blew me away with the sales. I was so thankful and so grateful to everyone who supported my small business. So remember, I only sell the aprons in August, and I've already got 4 cut out, believe it or not, that I'm going to start as I can making the aprons for next August. So I'm going to have even a greater inventory. I want to sell twice as much as what we sold this year. And that was a lot. So I'm so excited that I can offer these garments, homemaking garments, these aprons that I make I give every attention to detail. I pray over the homemaker who's going to wear them. I do my very best to make sure it's the highest quality that I can bring to you. And these garments are specially made, and they should last for a long time if they're tended well. I enjoyed packaging them lovingly and writing handwritten notes to each homemaker who bought one. So that was just a really big time of blessing for me. I was blessed to be able to send all these out, not just, well, in Canada and in the United States. I sent several to Canada and in the United States. So that was August. Now let me back up and explain why I'm not sure where I'm going to go with the YouTube channel. I'm going to give you a little, let's back up a little bit. And one of the reasons that I decided at the first of summer that I wasn't going to make any new video content for a while is because in February, something happened. Something happened with my channel. And I've recently found out it was with a lot of creators' channels. I thought it was just me. But it's not anything that I could tell that I did. But in February, all of a sudden, views dropped drastically. It was just everything kind of just fell off the cliff, it felt like. And I didn't know why. I've never made much money with YouTube. And after February, they actually quit paying me for a couple of months. It was really strange. And quite honestly, it was frustrating. Because all of a sudden, my regular audience, my friends, the people who commented regularly, all of a sudden, most of those were gone. And I was putting out content every Monday, just faithfully through, I don't know, I continued after February into the spring, I think even through May. I was putting out just faithfully every Monday. And, the views were just really, really low. And it was just so frustrating because it takes a lot of time. I've talked to y'all about that in the past. It takes a lot of time to create content. And we do it. Folks who do it, we do it because we enjoy it. But quite frankly, I don't understand. I would love to know how these larger families, especially families that have all the farm animals and the farm chores, and maybe they homeschool or have jobs outside the home, and how they're putting out vlogs every day. I truly do not understand how they do it. I would love to know the magic answer, but I can't do that. So I decided, if my regular folks aren't watching, and I do appreciate, literally, I'm not trying to be sarcastic here, but the three or four who continually have commented, I do appreciate that. And I'm being very thankful. I'm not being sarcastic. I'm very thankful for y'all. But I will have to say that I've had many people say to me, well, Miss Katie, and this was back when I was putting videos out every Monday. Well, why haven't you put videos out? Or I've missed you, or where have you been? And I'm thinking, I've been right here. So I was just starting to get frustrated with all that. And y'all, if they cut my hands off, I wouldn't be able to talk. So it's hard to talk without doing my hands. But I was frustrated with that. And knowing that my summer was going to be busy, I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to try this new idea and do the rerun series. So I hope, several of you did comment that you enjoyed that. So thank you for that. So having said all that background, you'll know going forward where I'm headed with this. But so we, looking forward now, I realize how much I've enjoyed the in-person interaction and the classes. I've enjoyed that so very much. It just, it feels rewarding. It's comfortable. We can laugh and have fun. I get the questions. I can answer the questions. I've enjoyed that immensely, to the point that I'm changing gears now with Heritage Ways. I have 2 or 3 people helping me with that and kind of guiding me and strategizing. Mr. Patient's very helpful and a good sounding board, and he's managing different aspects of the business end of it. But what I'm going to start doing now for going forward for 2024 is my focus is going to be more centered on relationships and relational teaching. And what I mean by that is in person and even traveling. So I've said this on my email newsletter, and I've said this on Instagram, that I have a class list now of what I will go and travel and teach. And also with that, I want to incorporate meetups, because if you've been with us for a while, you know that from 2018 to 20, that's what we did. Traveled to meet up with y'all. So that's the direction I'm headed. I'm headed more toward literally, physically going places. Say, for example, I'm just going to randomly pick a place. Okay, Crawfordsville, Indiana. All right. Been there. I know about it. So Crawfordsville, Indiana. Let's say that you live in Crawfordsville, Indiana, and you would like for me to come teach a class. And maybe I come to your church. Maybe I come to your ladies group, your friends group, your homeschool group, your homekeeping group, your homemaking group. I'm not looking to be some big, get in the big homesteading speaking scene like that. I'm really, truly not. I'm gearing my classes toward homekeepers, the diligent homekeepers that are just doing their best. Maybe you do or don't have some chickens. Maybe you do or don't use Kraft macaroni and cheese. Maybe you do or don't use canned soup. Maybe you make your homemade butter, but you use it on store-bought bread. I mean, just the grace-filled, diligent homemaker doing her best. And so I want to speak to those folks, ladies groups or co-ed groups. I've already done a lot of speaking. I had a speaking engagement the other night at a big event, and I spoke twice. I've got one coming up this coming Saturday, a big event. I'm speaking 4 times, and I've got another one coming up in November, and I'm in talks with 3 people for out of Ohio events, other states for 2024 so far. So I'm already booking those speaking engagements. So I'm really looking toward doing that, going and speaking. And so if you're interested in that, my coming to you, I can work out, we can figure out what best suits your group. And then at the same time, maybe another day that week or something, we can have meetups or, so I really want to design a for lack of a better word, an event package. That sounds like something that's fancy. I'm not trying to be fancy, but something that suits you. So if you live in Beckley, West Virginia, I love Beckley, West Virginia, and you're thinking, well, I want her to come here. I can come to your own kitchen and talk to your, teach. We can talk about canning. I can demonstrate canning or cooking classes and so forth. So if you're interested in that, just email me. And the email address will be down there in the description box. But it's also MRSKatie, MRSKatie at heritageways.com. Miss Katie at heritageways.com. All right, and you're thinking, oh no, well, are you not going to be on YouTube? I'm not saying that, because actually I've got a really good and fun and exciting collaboration I'm working on, working with some ladies for November. So that will come out in November, Lord willing. But I'm just saying that I'm pulling away more from social media in general, not because of the people, because the people are wonderful, but because of the social media in general. Okay, I was in Instagram jail not long ago because I was commenting very sweetly and kindly on a channel that's known to do rebel canning, right? And so then I commented on another channel that they are a cattle company, grow cattle. So, sustainable farming practices and so forth. And I was put in an Instagram jail, for Pete's sake, which means I couldn't do certain things on Instagram. And that is happening really, the momentum is picking up with that ridiculous, um, you know, I don't even know if I should say the word because they might, I'll just say it, censoring. There, I said it. They might even hide this video because I said that word. So it's really, I got to thinking, I could wake up one morning and my Instagram account is completely erased and deleted and gone. I could wake up one day and my YouTube channel they've completely deleted it, right? So I don't want to put all my eggs in that basket. I'd rather put more eggs in the baskets of where I'm intentionally trying to help people and love on people in person the best way that I can. And that's why I'm going to take a few eggs out of the social media basket, which is Instagram and YouTube, and put them more in the in-person and live classes and so forth. So consider that. We can talk about it. We can chat about, I really want you to do this, or I'd love to just have a meetup, or I don't want to organize it, but I'd love to meet up with you. We'll figure that out, Lord willing. Another aspect, though, of the relational part of how I want to bless and encourage people is with the journal newspaper. I don't have one up here with me. I should have brought one. The journal newspaper. Oh, no, I don't. Okay, thought I did. That's another thing that they can't one day just delete. Well, I mean, they could, but it would be harder than just deleting my social media accounts. And so it has been such a blessing for y'all to send in news from home. I hope y'all are enjoying it. If you don't know what the journal is, real quickly, it's an in-home newspaper written by and for homemakers. And homemakers from, many parts of the world receive this. We've got them going to England, Australia, the Netherlands, Canada, of course, and the United States, of course. I think that's it for now. At one point, we had a couple other countries, and the readership is growing. So if you want to just buy a sample of the journal, you can do that too by going to heritageways.com, my general store. But that's something too I want to put more of my energy into. So that to me feels more relational and something that they can't take away so easily. And so anyway, that's I could sit and chat with y'all for a long time. You know that. And I do appreciate y'all. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I'm a mother, a grandmother, a friend, a sister, a lover of the Lord. And I just want to support and encourage homemakers, and I give all glory to God. And so if you're here, welcome. And I will be back, but it will be inconsistent right now until I figure out what I'm doing. And then maybe it might be once a month. But I just wanted to come to you and say, hey, it's all good. I'm still here. I appreciate the love that you've extended and offered and said, hey, are you ever going to come back to YouTube? So thank you so much. And it would help if you would comment, or honestly, it helps if you just send like an emoji, because that is a comment to YouTube. So if you have not subscribed, or maybe YouTube has unsubscribed you from the channel, which that happens, people tell me. So, oh, and one last thing, I want to tell you this about any creator that you like. It doesn't have to be me, but any and all of the creators that you like. If they have an email mailing list, I would recommend that you get on that email mailing list. I mean, I'm just thinking of 3 right now that I'm on. Constance with Cosmopolitan Cornbread, Mary's Nest, Stacy Lynn Harris. Those are 3 that I think off of the top of my head that I don't want to lose touch with. So if they wake up one day and their YouTube, their social media has been deleted because they said something they shouldn't, then at least I know I'm on their email address, on their email list, and I will get their information. So that's why I urge you to join my email list, if you will, if you're interested in what I have to share. And, but I just want to point that out to you because you might not have realized that that's really a sure way of not losing touch with your favorite creators. So anyway, thanks so much for being here. Thanks for joining me for this little chat. It's been a while since we've chatted, but everybody's doing good. The kids have started school back, homeschool. And little Missy's in the 9th grade, and little Music Man is in the 6th grade this year. Many have asked about John as well, and he is not here, but he is in another place and doing okay. So anyway, thanks so much for being here. And I hope you're counting your blessings, because I tell you what, and I hope that you are hanging on with Heritage Ways, because we're going places. I'm going places with you, and I hope I get to see you in 2024, Lord willing. And if not, then just stay tuned. We're going to learn a lot and have some fun. So I'll talk to you soon. I hope. Bye-bye.